Graphic design is the silent architect of our daily lives, shaping every experience we encounter, from the moment you wake up and see the logo on your coffee mug to the interface of your favorite app. Every visual element has been carefully crafted to communicate, influence, and inspire. It's not just about aesthetics. Graphic design is the foundation of communication across industries. Whether you're glancing at a billboard, reading product packaging, or navigating a website, design has been strategically woven into every touch point to guide your thoughts, evoke emotions, and shape your decisions. But graphic design's importance stretches far beyond the obvious. It's an essential component of every design discipline, be it product design, fashion, interior design, architecture, or even urban planning. Without it, the visual language of branding, advertising, and user experience would collapse. In this video, we'll dive into the fascinating world of graphic design, tracing its history, exploring the creative processes that bring ideas to life, and examining how this indispensable art form drives innovation and engagement across every industry. From shaping corporate identities to influencing how we interact with technology, graphic design is the pulse that connects creativity to real-world impact. Prepare to discover just how deeply it touches every corner of modern life. The story of graphic design begins with humanity's earliest attempt to communicate visually. Thousands of years before modern technology, early humans used cave paintings as powerful tools to share ideas, document their experiences, and warn future generations of dangers. These primitive illustrations were the first visual symbols that shaped how societies communicated and understood their world. In a sense, these cave paintings were the first form of graphic design, an essential method of conveying critical information that allowed human beings to evolve beyond mere survival and begin building more complex societies. As civilization progressed, so did the tools and methods of communication. The invention of typography in Germany during the 15th century by Johannes Gutenberg was a monumental leap forward. With the creation of movable type and the printing press, written language became accessible to the masses for the first time. Fonts like Garamond and Times New Roman, which originated during these early periods of typographic innovation, remain widely used today, speaking to the enduring influence of these early design breakthroughs. These typographical advancements laid the groundwork for the graphic design we recognize today, giving rise to printed books, newspapers, and mass communication, critical elements in the development of a modern society. What started with simple cave drawings has evolved into a sophisticated visual language that continues to shape the world we live in. Graphic design at its core is more than just visuals, it's the language of ideas. As Aristotle once said, the aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Graphic design embodies this philosophy, becoming a vessel through which deeper messages are conveyed. It's about capturing the essence of a brand, product, or experience, not merely through appearance, but by stirring thoughts and emotions. Every element, colors, typography, layout, is a symbolic tool that influences how we think, feel, and act. Consider the precision of the Swiss style, championed by Joseph Müller-Brückmann, where clarity and simplicity are not just aesthetic choices, but strategic moves to enhance readability and functionality. Through grid systems and sans-serif typefaces, this style allowed information to be communicated clearly and without unnecessary embellishment. In stark contrast, the chaotic energy of the punk movement in the 70s and 80s was all about rejecting convention. The DIY ethos of its album covers and posters, often hand-cut and collaged, echoed Nietzsche's call to become who you are, giving graphic design a raw, rebellious voice. The juxtaposition of these styles reminds us that design is more than what we see, it's what we feel and understand. Now, let's examine how modern brands use these tools to their advantage. Apple, a master of minimalism, leverages negative space, clean lines and restrained color palettes to create an aura of luxury and innovation. The absence of clutter in its product designs and packaging speaks volumes about its simplicity and sophistication. This approach, known in design as less is more, ensures that the core message, exclusivity and cutting-edge technology resonates more powerfully. Contrast this with Starbucks, where the green siren logo and earthy tones evoke feelings of warmth, community, and global connectivity. Their use of the color green is no accident. It symbolizes freshness, sustainability, and growth, which align with the brand's identity as a global leader in ethical sourcing and environmental consciousness. The familiar mermaid logo, a case study in semiotics, has evolved over the years while retaining its core identity. This constant yet subtle evolution of visual identity creates a brand loyalty through familiarity, making Starbucks a comforting, recognizable presence across the globe. Then there's the opulence of fashion houses like Burberry and Louis Vuitton, where graphic design is used to exude timelessness and prestige. The Burberry check pattern is a prime example of how a simple graphic element can evolve into an international status symbol. Likewise, Louis Vuitton's monogram logo is more than just a symbol, it's a statement of craftsmanship, luxury and heritage. Both brands utilize repetitive motifs, a design technique that builds instant recognition and reinforces their high-end status without the need for excessive communication. Moving to retail giants like Amazon, the brand uses graphic design techniques to suggest efficiency and customer centricity. The curved arrow in its logo subtly connects the letters A to Z, signifying the vast array of products available. While the arrow's smile-like shape evokes a feeling of satisfaction and trust, the design also incorporates friendly, rounded typefaces, making the brand approachable and emphasizing convenience, which speaks directly to its customer-first philosophy. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the bold and energetic use of graphic design by brands like Nike. The swoosh, originally inspired by the wings of the Greek goddess, is one of the most iconic examples of brand storytelling through design. This simple curved line signifies movement, speed and power, qualities the brand wants to associate with its products. Paired with the slogan, "Just do it," set in a bold, all-caps font, Nike's visual identity promotes empowerment, action and ambition. Let's not forget the power of typography itself. Consider Chanel, where the interlocking C's and use of black and white color schemes create an image of timeless elegance. The sans serif font used in their branding is clean yet refined, signaling luxury and class without the need for ornate detailing. In contrast, Coca-Cola uses its century-old Spencerian script to invoke nostalgia and a sense of tradition. Its flowing curves are instantly recognizable and create a feeling of timelessness, allowing the brand to maintain relevance across generations. Even the manipulation of color can alter perception. For instance, red is often associated with urgency, excitement, and appetite. Conversely, blue is linked to calmness and trust, which is why tech companies like IBM and social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn integrated into their branding to create a sense of reliability and professionalism. Graphic design isn't just about appearances, it's about manipulating the subconscious. Take for example the Barack Obama Hope poster, designed by Shepard Fairey. This high contrast image, with its bold use of patriotic colours, red, white and blue, combined with simple sans serif typography, conveyed a message of optimism and unity. It became a cultural icon, showing how design can transcend visual appeal and inspire collective action. Similarly, the Schiphol Airport wayfinding system proves that design can influence behaviour in more subtle ways. The use of high-contrast typography, vivid yellow backgrounds, and carefully designed icons guide travellers efficiently, reducing confusion and stress. The success of Schiphol's design is reflected in Harry Beck's London Tube Map, a masterpiece in information design that simplifies an otherwise chaotic transportation network into clean lines and geometric clarity. Both systems demonstrate how well-executed design can streamline complex information, making it easy to digest. In all of these examples, the strategic use of design techniques, whether in color, typography, layout, or visual hierarchy, has shaped not only how these brands are perceived, but how we interact with them on a deeper emotional level. Whether they aim to instill trust, evoke luxury, or communicate simplicity, their designs go far beyond the visual to leave lasting impressions. Graphic design has always been essential to how we communicate, persuade, and express ideas. As we've seen from the earliest cave paintings to modern-day icons like the Nike swoosh, design shapes the way we see the world and influences our decisions. Today, in the era of social media, this importance is growing exponentially. In a world where attention is the most valuable commodity, graphic design plays a crucial role in cutting through the noise. With platforms like Instagram, TikTok and Twitter pushing bite-sized content at rapid speeds, the ability to craft visually compelling, concise and memorable designs has never been more critical. Brands and creators alike are in a constant race to grab attention in a saturated market, and graphic design is the weapon of choice. But it's not just about keeping up with trends. Graphic design has become an indispensable tool across all industries. No matter what field you work in, whether you're a small business owner or a corporate executive, understanding design principles can help you communicate more effectively. From selecting the right font for an email to crafting a color scheme for your business, how you present yourself visually can set you apart. Clear, impactful communication, both in written and visual forms, has always been the cornerstone of success in any field. Whether you're trying to pitch an idea to a colleague, present a new product to investors, or market a service to consumers, knowing how to use design elements strategically can be a game changer. Graphic design allows your ideas to stand out and be understood, giving you an edge in your career. And as we look forward to the future, it's impossible to ignore the rise of AI in the world of graphic design. There has been a lot of talk about AI replacing designers, but history has shown that new technology rarely replaces creativity, it enhances it. Think back to the invention of the camera. When photography emerged, many artists feared that it would spell the end of traditional painting. But rather than destroying the art world, it gave rise to modern art movements like surrealism, cubism, and abstraction, pushing artists like Picasso and Salvador Dali to think in new imaginative ways. In the same way, AI isn't a threat to designers, it's a tool, a powerful tool that can help designers generate ideas faster, streamline their workflow, and focus on the aspects of design that require the most creativity and human touch. AI can automate repetitive tasks such as selecting color palettes or even helping generate design concepts. But it's still up to the designer to bring those ideas to life in meaningful ways. Just like the camera became a tool for artists to capture the world around them in new ways, AI can help designers push the boundaries of their creativity, allowing them to experiment and innovate more freely. The human touch, the understanding of emotion, culture, and storytelling will always be at the heart of great design. And in the hands of skilled designers, AI can become just another medium through which they express their unique vision. In conclusion, graphic design is more important than ever, both in grabbing attention in an ever faster world and ensuring that your message is communicated clearly and effectively. As the landscape of technology evolves, so too will the instruments we use to create. But at its heart, design will always be about ideas, emotions, and connecting with others. Thanks for watching this episode of Behind Designs.